So essentially, right, let's say in a video game, somebody has boundless HP, and like you just keep hitting them. They're just so much of a higher level boss to where when you hit them, it feels like they have boundless HP, but they're also durable. You get that? Like for example, in God of War, right? When you fight the final boss on very hard mode, it might feel like they have boundless HP, but their durability stats are also very high. So yeah,
so you're basically just saying
they
that,
don't
like,
have to contradict.
so basically you're just saying that, like, oh well, it can be that he has boundless HP and also just he's so durable that like no enemy can damage him. I don't think your
Yeah,
analogy works. Yeah, I don't think your analogy works. Yeah, because based off of like what it is, based off of like the art that's shown, we already kind of agree that like he does damage. Yeah, so I'm saying that okay, well even though
well, not
like what's
really.
his name. I mean, I showed you the consistency of the
Yeah,
blood splatter thing.
well, no. I see
Let
that.
me.
Okay. Let me
Okay,
just
go
point
ahead.
this out to clarify this. I understand that you're trying to make this consistency that this means that there's damage, but I'm saying due to the statement that would contradict that idea,
Yeah.
and the thing you're using to propose on the contrary isn't a defeater at all.
Okay, and yours, what's his name? And your whole argument right now is just, oh well, this statement implies that he did no damage, not just because of the HP he has, but also because he's so durable. And I'm
Yeah,
telling
it's
you,
a
okay,
durability
well,
thing.
yeah, I'm telling you no, because whenever they talk about the damage he's done, he corrects himself because initially he thinks he did no damage at all. So he corrects himself and says, no, I didn't do no damage, right? I actually did do damage, but because of his
He doesn't
boundless
say
HP,
that he did do damage. You're
he
adding
says,
additional
okay,
words to what he says.
he says
He says,
no
or
damage,
rather,
or
boundless
rather,
H.
yes.
He says, or
Yeah,
rather, boundless HP, and I'm explaining to
yeah,
you that
okay.
that does not contradict the idea of having a
Okay,
significant amount of durability to where it seems like there's
okay.
nothing being outputted.
Then I'd literally just ask you what evidence is there as to lead to the conclusion that oh it's also a durability thing, because this thing I'm saying that okay we have different interpretations of this statement, right? Him saying or rather should just most likely be him correcting himself. That's how others usually used, right? So I don't think anything implies that durability is a factor onto this at all. Rather I just think it's because of HP as he states.
So you claim he's correcting himself. The thing is, my point is that correction is just adding an additional factor to the initial interpretation, more information, and
Why?
that's the whole point of the analogy, is to give substance to that. Because essentially, right, when we say somebody has boundless HP, and this is why, like, you have to listen closer. For example, like I said, in God of War, when we have these really hard bosses, right? They have this, it seems like they have this boundless HP, but they also have these very high durability stats. Now, when
You're
so that
lacking
I
that.
don't have
Okay.
to re-explain this again, what do you think boundless HP entails?
I
I ask you that.
I think boundless HP just entails like how fast his regen is. But I won't refute the other things you
Wait,
said
his
first.
regen, prove he's
Wait.
regenning here.
Previous reasoning. Curse. Do you really want me to get into that? Because it's just
Yeah,
one
I don't
curse
think
is
you
like
have any way of proving he's regenning here.
curses
Maybe in the
just
domain, but
naturally do in fights.
curses naturally do
Curses
it.
just curses
Where's
naturally
that?
do in fights. For example, whenever like the finger bearer gets his arm chopped off by Sukuna, we see that he's able to regenerate really quickly. Or Hanami
Wait,
versus like
but
Yuji.
those are
He gets his
okay.
arm done.
I don't think you could use those instances, because those are instances of
Why?
substantial damage being outputted and put onto a curse. The whole point of this and what's
Substantial.
in question is whether this is substantial damage. You said you can't even prove if it's substantial damage, so you have no means of proving that
Said
he's
we don't
regenerating.
know.
No.
Okay.
I'm asserting that we do know.
Okay.
No, I'm asserting we do know. You're asserting you don't know.
Okay.
So because of that, I have more
That's cool. Wait,
substance on the contrary.
Auden. Okay, Auden, I don't think that you have a like the substance that you're trying to provide on the contrary actually works here. Your whole thing is this God of War, and I like I'll link this back to where it's like, oh, even though they have really high HP because of their durability, right? That's also what makes it harder to damage them. And I'm saying that's literally just you trying to add on this additional factor onto this statement that is currently in question whether or not this factor is actually present.
Well,
I'm
I'm
simply just
rationalizing it. Go
wait,
ahead.
wait. I'm simply just telling you, like, okay, your rationale here is just, oh, he isn't correcting himself. He's just adding on extra words or he's adding extra information onto the statement, right? That's your evidence as to why
No,
this is true.
that's not
Oh,
that's a straw
wait,
man.
wait.
I said
Okay,
he is
what was
correcting.
your evidence?
Okay, I said he is
Okay.
correcting himself, but by proxy of that correction, he's proposing an idea that doesn't contradict his first one. So that's why when I ask
Okay,
you,
yes, it
what? Wait,
doesn't
wait, wait,
need
wait, wait,
to.
wait. Hold up, I'm
Okay,
not
go
done. I'm
ahead.
not done. That's why when I ask you, what do you define boundless HP as, and you assert it as some sort of thing where people are just consistently regenning, and then you give examples of when curses regen, it's some substantial damage, like somebody getting their arm ripped
Okay.
off or somebody getting their arm substantially damaged. It doesn't apply to this instance since you don't even know how much damage it is. But Shinra, I'll say this to you and ask you this:
Wait,
which one
wait.
would you rather
Do
go
you want
with?
me?
Would you rather go? Do you think Nanami's doing any substantial damage here? Yes or
I
no?
think okay, dude. I already answered that question before, but I want
No,
to
no, but I'm
respond to
gonna
your.
ask it
Wait,
again because
wait.
I feel like the question.
I want to respond to this first. I want to respond to the thing you
Go
said
ahead.
first. After this, we can move on. So, like, your whole thing is just that he's correcting himself, but the thing he's correcting it with doesn't contradict to his initial statement. It doesn't need
Yeah,
to contradict. Like, these two things can still exist at the same time. But I'm saying, okay, in this instance, there's no
conceptual.
evidence. Wait, okay, dude. I'm saying there's no evidence as to why they do in this case, right? Because you're just saying that, okay,
You're
well,
just saying that.
wait, dude, just let me finish. Okay. You're saying that, oh, well, he's correcting himself. He's saying, okay, it isn't just that I did boundless damage, right? But it's also the fact that he has boundless HP. I'm saying, okay, well, it can be that, or it can be one or the other. I'm saying there's no evidence as to why it's one or it's the both, right? So that you literally just can't say that, oh, well,
Well,
it's
no,
just
that's wrong.
wait. You can't just say that, oh, well, what's his name? Oh, well, both things are true at the same time. That's why I was trying to explain to you why, or rather, isn't used to add additional information. It's just to say that what I was saying before is wrong, and I actually mean this. Like that's how, or rather, is used
Okay,
colloquially.
yeah.
I
You
can give you examples if you want.
you add these additional words that it doesn't. That's not what the scan says at all. You said earlier you were trying to say that when he says or rather, it means that he's wrong about the initial thing, which I mean you have yet to actually prove or get any substantiation for. But that's besides the point. I did
Repeat
provide
that.
evidence. I did provide
Wait, can you
evidence.
repeat
I
that?
used
Wait,
the
can you repeat the
analogy from
first
the
one?
so yeah, essentially you keep
Yeah, okay,
adding
go
all
ahead.
these additional words onto the statement to basically fit your twisted interpretation of what he's saying, and I feel like you're being very dishonest here. And I did give evidence for the idea of it coexisting. I gave the example from a video game, God of War, when you fight Odin and Thor, for example, right? These people when you fight it on very hard, they have really high health, but they also have really high durability stats. That's why I was explaining to you that going based on that, those two things will coexist in an example like this. So you agreeing that they
Okay,
can coexist? Wait, hold up, because you said a lot of things. So you agreeing
okay,
that they
good.
can coexist when you're not proposing any evidence on the contrary would kind of just give me more substantiation. So I don't even
Okay,
know why you're trying
yeah.
to like.
I've proposed this on the contrary from, but two, what's his name? But two, I agree that they both can exist at the same time. But I'm questioning whether or not they do in this instance because you're the one on the assertive here.
Yeah,
You're the one trying to
I know
get
that.
through your dude. Let me finish first. So you're the one trying to get your scaling through here. So I'm saying that okay, even though these two things can exist at the same time, there's no evidence as to why they do. You're just trying to add on extra, like what's it, extra stuff to my interpretation to try and build a likelihood. But that's literally just a conjecture fallacy. So I don't
No,
know
it's
where
not.
you're
Wait,
trying
what
to
did
go
I
with
add
that.
on to your interpretation? What
Okay,
are you talking
you're
about?
trying to wait. Okay, I'm interpreting it as he's just that he has boundless HP and not that he does no damage. You're saying that it's both at the same time. He does no damage and he has boundless HP. And I'm saying okay, you can't try and build like what's his name, build a likelihood off of that simply because that's just a conjunction fallacy. Like I don't know what to tell you,
Wait,
but we
what?
can move off
You
of
didn't even
this.
in
Yeah,
that would be that would I'm gonna point out the inherent flaw in that you don't even define the fallacy. You just basically
do,
explain something and you don't even go to a conclusion to
do,
why I'm even like
do you
doing
want me
anything
to explain why
fallacious.
it's a
You literally
okay.
just said, "Oh, because I added something." I didn't even
Oh
add
no.
anything
Yeah.
on. I like the whole
Alright.
point is that your interpretation is trying to exclude two things from mine. So what are you even talking about? But
It's
anyway, Would you like to just give the final
Did you?
statements and end this
Okay, did
point
you?
off?
Okay.
Because
I'm
even the
going to
chat
explain
is
to you
getting
what a
tired of
conjunction
this
fallacy.
stupid shit.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to explain what the fallacy is to you, and then we can move off of this, because I feel that would just be
Go ahead,
interpreting what you're
explain the
arguing.
fallacy.
Conjunction fallacy. Okay, a conjunction fallacy is just adding additional possibilities onto or adding additional possibilities onto one, right? And trying to say that since yours has more it's covers more possibilities, therefore it's more likely. It'd be like me saying, oh well, it's going to rain today, and you saying, oh well, no, it's just going to rain today, but also cats are going to fall out of the sky. Therefore it's more likely that cats and rain come fall from the sky rather than it just being one or the other. It's literally just fallacious because it's just a misunderstanding of how probability works, dude. But yeah, we can move on.
There is no
I think you
there
have
is
my
no
consistency.
misunderstanding. So when it comes to the conjunction fallacy thing, let me actually just look up the definition. Um, I think that's only when there is no conjunction fallacy. Sorry, I searched up the wrong thing. That when people judging two possible events is more likely than one. Well, okay, yes. Wait, hold up. More likely than one. Conjunction fallacy or error in decision making, where people judge that a conjunction of two possible events is more likely than one. Or both of the conjuncts. Good distinction could be found here. So yeah, my whole point is that these two things have substantiation, so they wouldn't just be inherent possibilities. The person who actually has the inherent possibility, would be you. So
Not
essentially,
really.
when I assert the idea, that something is likely based on evidence for these two pieces of reasoning, it is an inherent possibility. I asked you for some substantiation when it come to why it was only one, because you were trying to assert that there was only one, right? Pretty much
No,
through that one interpretation, and you didn't provide any proof at all. The thing that
I
you tried to use was
okay.
something that didn't even defeat anything. So I don't even know why we're here. Like, this is just a
Okay.
waste of time.
Yeah, okay. To respond to that, I'm not arguing that it's only one. I'm saying that based off of my interpretation, it's one. There's no evidence of it being the other as well. So we can't just assume it to be the other. Right? That's one. So you clearly are just misunderstanding my argument.
You're
Wait,
wrong on that.
wait. Two, I've given you substantiation as to why, as to why he does damage via the art style and stuff. I've already explained that to you. You agreed to like the art style being shown this way, and now you're trying to argue a contradiction. I just feel like you trying to interpret a contradiction within the
I
manga
mean,
will just make your interpretation less likely.
okay.
You haven't
I said when it
provided any
came to the,
actual basis to your statement
I said
aside
that
from
when it came,
wait,
I,
as
s-
the statement
I,
itself, dude.
I said that when it came
Okay.
to the art thing. Okay, I said that when it came to the art thing, that like you can't use that because of the fact that when we're talking about stuff like this, the statement would give more reinforcement to the idea that it did no damage, rather than whatever art thing
That's
you're
just
trying to build.
question.
Um, Wait, hold up. I was gonna explain why. Because there's many assumptions built up in that art thing. There's more assumptions built up in that than
Like,
rather with this statement that we have, which would basically be able to easily break down this
okay.
consistency.
Okay. You can't name to me those assumptions, dude. But
Yeah, the
aside from that,
the okay, I can. Would you like to
okay,
hear
wait.
them?
Aside from that, wait. Aside from that, you're trying to again just use this statement as extra justification when this statement and the validity of this statement to what argument is what is currently in question. So do you want to
Wait,
move
you don't
on?
think I? No. I said that based on the statement and its evidence that it would give more credence to this idea. Because you forgot,
Based off of this statement and what?
I gave an example of boundless HP, also meaning the durability thing. So and then I was like, okay, so they both would have to correlate because of that evidence.
No,
I don't think
they
you're
don't
listening
have.
fully.
Your
Or sorry, there
explanation.
would be
You
more
literally okay.
substantiation for them correlating. Yeah.
Dude. Okay, your example is literally just you, like you giving a hyper specific case where it's like, oh, someone talks about someone having boundless HP, and then there are also these other factors being involved. That's literally just you trying to derive your argument being more likely off of one instance. I can give you a counter example as well and
Wait,
just say,
no,
okay,
wait, no, you,
wait,
no, 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 because no, you're ratting right
just
now.
wait. Just let me give you an example, right? If I punch, for example, if I punch Tensor in the face, right? No offense, Tensor, and Tensor just
Fuck
continuously
you, bitch.
regenerates. My fault. Even if I'm doing significant damage to Tensor, it won't actually affect him because he's
Yeah,
constantly
that's what I'm.
regenerating from
Yes,
it.
this is what
So
I'm telling. Yes, this. Okay,
so
Shinra,
you can say
Shinra,
boundless HP and not actually be inclusive of
Shinra.
durability as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
Gizbob, you were here, right? And I can even ask the audience. When I asked them, give an example of boundless HP and make sure it correlates to the matter that we're talking about. He gave examples of people literally like verbatim being shown taking substantial damage, whether it's someone's arm
doesn't
being
have
taken
to be
out. Or wait,
substantial.
I'm not done. I'm not done. So yeah,
Okay.
substantial damage, whether it's somebody's arm being like literally cut off or somebody's like body being significantly damaged. I said it does not apply to this instance because in this instance we like he doesn't even know whether or not this damage is substantial, right? And I'm telling him that it isn't substantial because if it is, then it would have had similar effects to those examples that he gave. So since it
Okay.
doesn't correlate and there's no correlation because of that, you're just spewing bullshit.
I can.
And then to
Yeah. Okay. I
rationalize it
can give
even
you.
further,
Okay.
because I
Wait. You don't.
gave
Okay,
that. This
dude.
is why the video game example is so important. Um, so like these things, for example, like boundless HP. When you say that there's regen, in the video, in even like a video game, right? There's not even any regen when we're talking about boundless HP. What it is mostly is
Thought I
just
was
that
gonna do
people
that,
are
dude.
just too low to contest somebody on a way higher level. Would you like me to get
No.
that?
Okay. You don't need to send me an example of that being. I'm
Well, that's
literally
my
just trying to
evidence.
tell you. Wait. I'm literally just trying to tell you, right, that you're trying to say that these examples trying to put forth are all indicative of significant damage. I can show you one for Hikari punching Kashima. These same effects are still shown, and
Let
obviously,
me
I
see.
hope you don't. Wait, okay, sure, but I hope you don't agree that Hikari's doing significant damage level where you were describing it every time he throws a
Well,
punch at
if
Kashima.
there is no significant damage, then all that would mean is just that in that scan, that follows with my interpretation. That when
Okay,
it's not
no,
that
all
substantial
the
damage, it is literally just like the idea of what boundless HP is actually represented as.
Okay, no, I'm trying to tell you that this example that I'm about to show you is not indicative of you're doing significant damage to someone or the effects being
I don't
shown.
think you're
They are
listening.
analogous. Wait, dude. It's being shown are analogous because it isn't just significant damage in which they are shown, but it's also in the instances when you just damage someone at all, right?
Oh,
So you literally
I
just
don't think
can't
you
wait.
understand.
You can't use the statement to try and determine how much someone is doing or the fact that he's doing insignificant amounts of damage,
Hmm.
right? So we can just move off of that. Like we
Wait,
can
you're
after
not
I send the scan, you can
understanding.
just
You're
move off
not
of that.
understanding. I said if it is not substantial damage, then it would fit under the compounds of my definition. That's what I said. So
Why?
if it isn't, because the idea that I'm proposing and putting forth is that what's it called? When these things like are shown, it is both of these ideas. And then when you propose these examples, they don't actually change anything or defeat anything about the ideas because they're not analogous. So we'd have to assume anything outside of it would be that, right? Via Occam's razor, just to
Wait,
get
wait,
the
wait.
unnecessary
Give me a
things out the way.
second. I'm
Okay.
finding the scan, so I wasn't listening. So let me just
By
find the
the way,
scan first.
you
You can
still
bring it
haven't
down.
proposed any defeater to my Kratos example, and just to reinforce it some more, I'm gonna send
Wait,
evidence
no, wait. Okay,
showing that.
let me find the scan.
Like literally any game, like I could show you that.
The Ender Dragon, dude. I don't know what to tell you. The Ender Dragon.
Yeah,
If I hit the Ender
that's another
Dragon,
example. That's
wait,
literally another example.
no, it
Like
isn't.
that's another
No, it
example right
isn't.
there, like the
Wait,
Ender Dragon.
okay. I did even. That was my example. Just let me explain it to you. Whenever someone hits the Ender Dragon, they do damage to it. Obviously, I don't want it depend. Like, we do damage to it significant. Obviously, They can't actually take it out because it's constantly regenerating. So no matter how much damage I do to it, if it's consistently regenerating, then the damage just wouldn't affect and wouldn't like kill it. So I'm saying that's analogous to this
Wait, are
instance.
we? Wait, no, no, no. Wait, under this thing that you're proposing, is this on the hardest difficulty of this video game? Because I'm talking about there being such a big difference between the two that it's either minimal or no damage, and then in that there's also them having this boundless HP because of those means, or it seems like they
Repeat
have
that.
that. So essentially, when we're talking about this Ender Dragon thing, are we talking
Uh
about it on
huh.
its hardest difficulty? Because my whole thing that I'm proposing in this analogy and why it has so much substance is because of the
Uh
vast
huh.
majority of games that convey the idea, right, that when you're going up against a boss that is like the final boss and there's such a substantial level between you and the boss, you're basically either doing no damage or you're taking off chip damage, and in that it seems like they
You
have
can't
boundless
show me
HP by
examples of
those
that,
means.
dude.
I,
Okay,
I explained the God of War example with
that's
Thor and
adding
Odin.
with.
Which
Okay,
would you like me to just show
you
you this
haven't
stuff?
you haven't shown me that for one, but I don't like you can show me that for one, but it doesn't
Okay,
matter too much because
definitely.
wait, it doesn't matter too much because like you're just trying to like say that, oh well, it seems that this thing is the case, but it isn't actually true. He's just doing no damage. That's you just trying to add
No, no, I
additional
said
wording
I said the
onto this
idea of
statement.
boundless. No, no,
So
no.
it's just more assumptions.
No,
Like
it isn't more assumptions because okay, right? Even let's just break down the character statement. You'd agree character statements are based on what they observe, right? Or
practice
what they know.
not all the time, no. Not all the
Oh,
time, no.
okay, but at least in this case,
In this case,
yeah, with
uh,
Nanami, yeah, it's based
I
on
can,
something he's just
yeah,
seen.
I can still man that, sure.
Okay, and that's what seems to be right because he just observed it.
Yeah, I know what
Okay,
you
all
mean,
right,
but I
and
know,
since it
I
seems to
know,
be that,
wait,
hold up, since it
dude, I'm
seems
telling
to
you,
hold
I
up, I'm
know
not
what you
done.
mean. Okay, go ahead, Axel, go ahead.
Since it seems to be that, right, then we have these other examples from these video games that highlight that these what these seems really entail, which would give more credence to what I'm saying.
Then again, you're literally it's just going to lead to the thing that we had in our other debate. Why I ask you, why do you think that in a video game and in an anime series they're using the term boundless HP the same? I've already given you evidence on the
Wait, okay,
contrary.
wait,
Hence why
wait.
I'm
Okay,
asking you. We
wait.
can move
What's
on.
the difference? What's the difference? Because,
I don't.
like, we already
Wait a
agreed in a
minute. Your
colloquial
arguments.
sense.
Okay,
We agreed in a
not in a
colloquial.
colloquial sense.
Okay, in a colloquial sense, you would agree that boundless HP is just like health that can't run out, like, or seems to have to not be able to run out. Like, come on, let's stop being dumb.
It's just health that's constantly regenerating. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, what? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So you're just
Whenever
so you're
some
begging the question. Let me
you
explain why
asked
you're
me,
begging.
wait, you
You're
asked no,
begging.
you asked me,
Hold up. Let me
wait, you asked me how it's colloquially used, and I'm telling you how I use it, and you're just saying
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah, yeah,
begging the
yeah. I
question.
don't care. Yes, okay.
So
Even just
did
that
you want
statement in
an answer?
itself, even just that statement in itself, right? You're telling me how it's colloquial used, but I'm telling you how I use it. That's not a contradiction to what I'm saying. So let's just, I mean, we could
Okay,
just
so
we could just go over the Actually, since it's already established, your definition is like doesn't matter, and since I already just explained it, let's go back to what's important in the debate. So, would you like me to provide an example of this? Because I feel like you're being very dishonest on this point.
of example of what? Because I think we've already
Video
talked
games
about the bound.
highlighting the idea
Yeah,
of
I
what seems to be
yeah.
boundless HP entailing some
I've
sort
already
of
given
um.
you. I've already explained to you my disagreement with that. But I'm saying I don't think Nanami is at full power here either. I don't
Wait,
think he
no, no,
hits his
you're
ratio
going to
point.
a whole new thing, buddy.
I'm
You're
saying
going
I
to a
want to
whole.
move off of this. Yeah, I'm saying
Wait,
I
are you
want to move
dropping
off
the
of this.
point? Are you dropping the point?
No, I'm saying I say we've already argued
Well,
this enough,
you
so we
can't
can move
just
on.
tell me you want to move on when I haven't even finished laying out all these things to just make this point even stronger. You know what I mean? So that's not fair. That's very
You-
unfair.
okay,
Let
dude,
me
you're just saying that you're
let me
laying out all
provide
of these
these
things to make
pieces
your
of
point
evidence
strong.
and then
Okay,
we can
go
move
ahead.
on after.
I already explained to you my disagreements, dude, but you can go ahead.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can.
I know
If
your
it's
disagreements. Hey,
the game, G, then literally just go. I can. I'll steal man all of the instances that you're about to show. literally just saying that, like, what's his name? That's cool. This can be how it's used, like whenever they're talking in games. That's cool. I agree. Like, we can move on.
Okay. And then yeah, I explained the colloquial thing. All right. So then anyway, so
Didn't,
so
but
why
okay.
I essentially said this is how it's
You
used
were, you
colloquially.
don't need to
Um
explain it to me. You don't
so
need to explain it to
colloquial
me
means
again.
just the common
Do you
one, so it'd be the likely one. I don't
uh
have to explain that to you,
colloquial
right?
means the common? Okay, yeah, I agree. That's how colloquial is. I'm saying, like, within certain places or within certain industries, the way something is used also differs to how in the like other places use things. Like, for example, you wouldn't expect if I say, "Oh, well, sorry, sir," to a Discord debater, right? Obviously, that'd be taken in a mocking manner, right? Because people don't usually talk like that on Discord. It's usually used to mock people. But if I'm talking in a business sense, whenever I say "sir" to someone, that's used to entail respect. So, like, you literally just need to take into account the environment you're talking about, dude. But
Okay, and
what do you move on
we
from
go
this?
with
Like,
we
it
go with
doesn't matter.
likelihood, right? In debates. I don't have to
Yeah,
explain this to you.
yeah, we
Okay,
go
so
with
my point is
likely.
more likely.
I'd explain. Yeah,
Yeah,
your
I
point's
agree
more
there
likely
can be
in reference
outliers
to
to this,
the.
but
Yeah, I
under the
agree.
case of proving something is more likely, which we're doing and we are appealing to a
The
judge, I'd have more
Yeah,
substance. So
it's
I don't care
more.
about your like
Yeah, it's more
outliers
likely in
or
context
like
of
your
games.
little
Yes, I
examples.
agree.
I All right. We can move
So
on
I don't
to
think
okay,
Nanami.
why do you
Yeah,
think Nanami's holding back?
I didn't say he's holding back. I think that's his ratio.
He's you don't think that's OT Nanami?
No, I said I think. Okay, you know when, like, he hits his a specific point on your body to make the he hits the weak point on your body so he can do more damage. I'm saying he doesn't do that here
Why?
because we see there's a specific art style that's used that he does that, and it's not present here. The
Let me
blood
see.
splatters, like,
Let me
so the blood
see.
splatters. We, I'll show you.
Wait,
I'll
is
show you
that
this.
wait,
Uh,
dude, isn't that like an argument from ignorance? Or am I bugging out?
an argument from. Okay, yeah, I'm getting beautiful. Okay,
Do you-
nine, my fault.
okay, but yeah, get your scan.
I'll show you the scan.
It's not it's evidence of app. Okay. I just thought about it. Alright, yeah, get your scan.
When does this nigga Anonymous use his ratio?
Mm, this is the
He
mad scalar
doesn't.
argument, right?
I have no clue. I've not listened to a single math scale device.
This is the mad scalar argument, right, villain?
This one,
Oh.
this two, this three,
Is Nolo here?
this is, this is, this is four, I
Bro,
think.
like Quince, bro. You see what I mean? Like, why would Shinra think that was a defeater? Like, or Astro, anybody here? Like, let's be honest here, bro. This man is trying to argue against the idea that Hanami's over. I mean, not Dagon's over Nanami, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Shinra,
I
what?
don't
You're not.
think
We're not
he's
even on the Naobito shit
AP
yet.
wise.
We're not even on the Naobito shit.
Chill. We can get into the Naobito shit after. I think I agree. I'll still man, but like above Nanami now. I don't really care.
Nigga says so. Shinra's ratting. Yes, he's ratting.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't think Nanami did damage them. I've
For
spoken
real?
to other people about
Astro?
this. Yeah, I
Okay,
don't
we
think.
might have to
Yeah,
talk about that. I didn't even know that. Anyway,
I don't think he
any
does
other
no damage.
disagreements? Because I mean, my
Yeah.
scaling is right there.
What's his name? Sushiro Rand. Ah, wow. Yeah,
Rat
my fault.
bastard.
I just got called up. Oh wow. This is the
Rat
instances I'm talking
bastard is
about. This three.
crazy.
Bro, there's no way you guys genuinely think that you chanting anonymity does no damage, yeah.
He's gonna contend everything. All right,
In
let's just.
AP, in
For the sake of
AP.
like not having to argue annoying shit, can we please move on? Like, are you just fine with Dagon over
Sure,
Nanami?
sure.
All
Yeah,
right.
sure. Anonymous
Thank you,
is
Lord.
in this
All
ratio,
right, now
yes.
let's look at the rest of the scaling chain, please.
And then why is Nanami to Yuji?
It's stated.
Oh, statement. Yuji got stronger.
You realize the version of Yuji I'm using is the one that I'm scaling the Choso as well, right?
Yeah, I think after that statement's made, you do get stronger.
How?
Because fighting should make you stronger.
Dude, you'd have to point out a substantial difference. Like,
Uh,
if you're talking
uh,
about in the
you
factor of experience against a
need to
new opponent,
quantify it.
you don't need to quantify it. Mm.
No,
You
it's
don't.
your
You don't
scaling.
think.
What do you mean?
Wait, you don't think that some. You don't think that there can be one version of somebody. Like, for example, what is it with Nanami? OT. You don't think that OT Nanami, the one that is in fucking the Mahito arc, is the same as the one from the Dagon fight?
Where you think the one from what's his name from
Yeah, in
Mahito's fight
strength, like
is?
both overtime versions. Yes.
You think he'd scale to? No, I
I'm asking
don't
you. Do you
know why you
think
think
there is
that.
a difference between them, dude?
Probably.
What is
Yeah.
the difference?
Yeah, I think he gets stronger. Like, it's literally just this thing. I think
That's
he gets stronger via fighting training.
nigga said training. You'd have to. All right,
Yeah.
where's the statement that fighting makes people stronger? Because if
Fighting makes people stronger.
unless we're talking about amps and substantiate the training thing as well.
Wait, repeat that?
Substantiate the
What are you
fighting makes
talking about,
stronger
man?
thing, and then
So,
what's it called?
uh,
Get the scan for Nanami training.
it's literally
Because I
just
mean,
like,
obviously, when it comes to amps, fighting makes you stronger.
wait,
But like
why
outside
does
of that, if you're not actively like training a certain thing, I don't see a difference.
why are we even talking about anime? I'm saying Yuji gets stronger when he fights Chosa.
No, because I'm
Like,
asking. Okay, because I'm using Nanami as an example. Yeah,
yeah.
you're saying you
Oh,
in that. Or rather,
like
okay, for example, the unnecessary assumption built in there is that there's some sort of secret fucking training going on, like you just said with Nanami. When do we ever see Nanami train?
we
To
see
substantiate the
Nanami.
idea that
Nanami is
somebody is
only wait.
fighting makes you stronger. You said I brought up Nanami. You said, oh, Nanami's training.
Yeah.
Show that. That's so like, what are you talking about? That's just an unnecessary assumption. We
It's
literally
literally just
like for the record, we can even ask a third party this. Astro, do we ever see Nanami train in
Dude,
Jujutsu
there's
Kaisen? Do we ever
that's cool.
see
Okay,
Nanami
we
train?
don't need to. Okay,
Nigga said yeah.
dude, you
When?
can. Dude, you're getting too sidetracked off of the other topic. I'm saying it doesn't need to be shown. It's stated that sorcerers train. Like, now we
Dude,
just get up to you're asking me to
you
quantify it.
okay,
Okay,
dude. He trains
you
with
want.
for using a Ouija board.
Okay, any fucking ways.
Isn't
But
Nanami
yeah,
like an office guy though, who like sits around and
no, he
doesn't
could.
really
No, he
do
quit his
shit?
job. No, he quit his job. No, he quit his job. But yeah, can you refute the actual argument now? Literal
Yeah,
just
okay. I
filibuster.
asked you multiple things. I asked you that when it
Oh,
came
you
to
shotgun me,
the
dude.
training thing, that you substantiate that, right? Because I
Yeah,
mean, you
okay.
can have the idea that
Reference this
sorcerers
answer you.
you could have the idea that sorcerers train, but even that in
Uh
itself
huh.
brings up more assumptions, right? Of, oh, when was this? Oh, who is training? You know what I mean? Like this broad idea.
Who is training? Okay,
Yeah,
no,
who
it
is
doesn't
training?
lead
When is
to
this
extra
training? Why is
assumption.
this
Okay,
training substantial? All of these things are built up in you making this
I
claim that
wasn't
you
making
know
a
is
claim on it
dishonest.
being okay, dude. I wasn't making a claim on this on how substantial it was. I told you this at the start, right? That's one. Then two, who is doing this training? It's a general statement. It just says, oh, sorcerers train every day.
Say that first thing again
Wait,
about
okay.
it, the substantial
One,
thing. What
okay.
was your response?
I already told you that I'm not saying it is or is not substantial. I'm saying we don't know how much stronger he gets after this.
Oh,
So you
you
literally
think
just
that
can't
I
tell.
don't? So you
Wait,
think you being on the defense?
let
You
me,
think being on the defense with a I
can
don't
I,
know
can I,
argument
can
is
I,
any
can I, can I, can I,
substantiation, bro?
can I, can
That's
I, can I, can
nothing,
I
bro. That's
finish?
literally trash, bro. That's
This
literally
is
fucking
this is why.
trash.
Okay, never
We don't
mind,
know
dude.
shit
If
apparently.
okay, okay,
Look,
dude.
listen. All right, go
If
ahead.
you
Keep
know, no,
going.
okay, I'm not gonna do this if you just keep cutting me off in the middle of my
All right,
sentence. Like,
I'm sorry,
just being
buddy.
lame. Okay, Anyway, right? You initially asked me why is this training substantial? I'm telling you that okay, if you're the one who's on your scaling right now, I'm simply just telling you it's shown that characters or like it's stated characters within the series get stronger by training. Then you just can't try and link the two to each other.
Okay,
So can
dude.
you like and
So
I'm wait, and then you
you
asked me
said
for
and.
substantiation. Okay, you asked me for substantiation. Sent you this scan literally yesterday, so there's no way you just suddenly forgot like what scan I'm talking about. Ogi's statement. He says that kids sorcerers train every day. So instead of laughing, can you just give me a defeater?
Okay. So pretty much, you
Who
really
and
think
when?
that
Okay, yeah, God.
I don't know stance is enough to substantiate anything, bro? You understand that if you do not know the compounds of
I
what you're talking about, then we'd go down to whether or not I have any substantiation. And this is why I'm bringing this up, right? Because when it comes to what you're proposing, I explained to you that this has a
uh-huh.
lot of assumptions built up in it that I was explaining to you, unnecessary
I
things.
already attacked
Yes,
those.
hold up. While Ogi can make this statement, right, there's still other things. There's
Mm-hmm.
too many things that even yourself has
Like
implied that we don't know. Who is training? Where's this training taking place? Whether this training
sorceress
is substantial, right? So because of
didn't
this,
claim
okay,
it's
I'm
substantial
fine
and
with the
it's off
broad
screen.
idea of sorcerers. You know what I mean? Stop taking what I said over what I meant. I'm talking about a specific case of who is training, right? And because
Uh,
of these assumptions, right, you have
the,
this thing
just
that
an assumption if they specify who
you'd
is
have to
training.
prove all these burdens to have any substantiation at all,
So
because to be honest, this is coming off as
I
an
don't.
unfounded and something that's unfounded that you're trying to make a truth. So because of this,
Okay,
right?
are you done?
Because of that, I think that the audience and just a judge in total would rather go with what I'm saying, that it's safer to assume so that we don't have to go in the hole of just
There's
going over all these little things and bits and pieces to try to make this big puzzle of something that pretty much like
I
even based
need
on what
to
you're
tell
saying
you.
is impossible to prove,
Uh huh.
right? It would make more
Okay,
sense to go
you
with
done?
what I'm saying. It's just that the standard is set, so we go with the set standard instead of trying to change the standard and prove all
Okay,
these
there's
other things that are
no
just
set standard,
unnecessary.
but
So Occam's
there's
razor
no
just
set.
slams this shit.
Okay, one, I'm already trying to explain to you after your 6 minute speech that there's no extra assumptions that is within the claim that sorcerers train
Where?
every day. Wait, okay, dude, you've just been trying to tell me, oh, who is training? When are they training? Okay, there's opportunities for them to train. It doesn't specifically have to be on screen. There's examples of people training, right? For example, like Maki trains Megumi before Goodwill. It's shown on screen, and it's implied that it's also happening off screen too, right? Megumi and Goju, they
That's
train off screen
different.
too.
That's
Wait,
different than a completely. Okay,
shut,
go ahead.
wait, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I was
Megami
loud.
and Gojo, they train too, right? It isn't shown exactly when are they training, right? It's just shown that they do train. So we know we have this consistency here of people are trying to train
Mm.
to in the Megami instance at least is to cover a significant gap, right, between him and Yuji that he perceives to be there. Same with Megami and Maki. They're trying to train so he can beat Todo or at least keep up with him. So clearly what's being implied is that this training it has to be significant because if it wasn't significant or if it wasn't significant then there'd literally just be no point in training. It'd just be
Okay,
you wasting your time.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, okay,
Yeah.
now listen to the key things that we're talking about here, and this is what you're forgetting. Those are on-screen instances, Shinra. So when
Oh,
you're trying
that's
to use, okay, and I understand that the Megami thing can also be off screen, but as long as any portion of the training is shown on screen, it makes it more founded. Now, when it comes to the Nanami thing, how are you able to dictate that because of an
wait, repeat that.
on-screen consistency? Okay, I'm saying when it comes to the
Wait,
Nanami thing, how are you trying, or the Yuji thing, how are you trying to dictate that an on-screen consistency would lead to an off-screen consistency when we don't even know the events happening in the off-screen training? We don't, there's things that, like you said, there's even context in those on-screen trainings that make that thing way more founded than the off-screen thing you're trying to connect it to. So, like I said, there is
okay,
no connect. There is no
it's
connect.
to
There is a
me okay,
disconnect, rather. Oh, go
okay,
ahead.
To me, it sounds like you're trying to add on additional assumptions onto this statement. You're trying to
What?
assume that, like, oh, you're trying to discredit this statement by saying, or the Ogi statement by saying, oh, it adds on all of these extra assumptions, right? And we should just go with the thing with less assumptions, therefore, all contracer, right? So you're basically just trying to discredit
No,
my
I said what
consistency. I'm
you're.
saying,
Okay, can
wait,
I
okay, wait.
interject on that, please? Because that's a
Okay.
straw man.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
So essentially, I'm saying that the conclusion you're trying to make based on the statement, is unfounded, pretty much, right?
Okay.
And that has
Okay.
unnecessary
Shekhov's gun just
assumptions
killed the
built into
argument.
it, not the statement itself.
Jacob's gun just kills the argument. It's basically just the author is putting in this statement made very generally, right? To get to what it says to portray this certain message to the readers, right? So it's like, was if trying to say that, oh well, this thing obviously can't be true. It's less likely that it's true because contains all of these extra assumptions. And not only have I explained to you how we don't need to take any of these assumptions into account, and it's like I've already given you a likelihood as to why characters in JJK should be training via multiple showings on screen, right? You're trying to like add this extra distinction between on-screen showings and off-screen showing. I can give you further examples of characters training off-screen too. For example, Mahito doesn't train on screen, yet he gets stronger. So unless you're trying to sit here and tell me that, okay, well, because Mahito hasn't been shown to train on screen, therefore he should remain stagnant in terms of strength, it doesn't work.
Well, I think the rate of growth with cursed spirits is way more vast than with Jujutsu sorcerers.
Why?
Dagon goes from a fucking baby to like this super powerful cursed spirit in the span of like what? Like a very short time period.
He isn't weak as a cursed womb. All that happens is he's just bloated because of the people.
He's not weak as a cursed womb. How are you even quantifying that? The fuck are you even on about?
Because you said
you're literally ratting. You're literally ratting, right, bro?
Are you okay? Do you want me to respond, or do you want to just start shouting?
Literally ratting. Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You got it, dude. Yeah.
I know I got it because this is bullshit right now. You're trying to argue Dagon was strong as a curse.
Okay, no, I'm saying your basis as to why you think he's weak just doesn't work because they explain like it's shown why he's able to.
Explain why he was weak.
Shush. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Are you done?
I didn't even explain why he was weak.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, good.
Go ahead.
So, thank you. Anyway, you're trying to say that he goes from being super weak as a swim, right, to being strong as an actual curse. I'm saying there's no basis as to why you think he's super weak. The only indication of such is when he gets like beat up by Naobito, but we see the reason as to why he does is because of all of the people he's eaten. So it just doesn't work.
What?
So do you want to move on? I can show you what I'm talking about. Instead of just saying what, you can ask me for the scan.
Okay, show me that. And even in that's a concession because if Naobito one tap that nigga, and then after that the nigga goes from getting one tap to contesting him in the domain, I'd say that's a pretty vast rate of growth.
He already has his domain. That's one. But
why the fuck does that matter? That doesn't fucking matter.
Wait.
I'm talking about the rate of growth.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's one. And two, he doesn't get one tap by Naobito. I'm trying to explain to you that the reason as to why he gets stronger, right, or he seems that he gets stronger, isn't because of a factor of, oh, he's constantly growing in strength. It's just he's getting rid of this nerf that he's had beforehand. That's why I'm going to find the scan that you want me to send. So do you want me to send the scan?
What?
Do you want me to send the scan?
Wait, so you don't think that
you want me to send the scan?
Okay, yeah, send the scan. Wait, you don't think that Dagon going from base to domain makes him stronger?
You aren't tracking the argument, dude.
I don't even think what you're proposing is a contradiction.
I wasn't saying that he. Okay, I wasn't saying that he doesn't go or he doesn't get stronger when he enters his domain. I'm saying the reason why he gets beat up in the first place is because he has this underlying nerf, right? That holds mobility. So I'll show you the
long as it
instance.
makes him stronger, that's all that matters. Your
No,
point
okay, you said he
doesn't
was
even matter.
growing in strength. Okay, you said he was growing in
Yes,
strength.
if he's
and
going from having a default, nigga, do you realize? No, because you're being fucking retarded. If he goes from having a common nerf that he always has
it isn't
to
a common nerf.
then
Wait, why does he
getting that
always have
nerf
that?
lifted, he is
Wait, why does he
inherently
always
getting
have that?
stronger.
Wait,
What are you
why does
talking
he always
about?
have that nerf? Why does he always
What
have
are you
that nerf?
talking about?
Why does he always have that nerf? So, are you gonna
You
answer the
said
question?
it. You said it.
I
We can
said
conclude.
okay.
You literally said that's a nerf that he
I'll repeat it-
always
I'll
has,
repeat
and that's
one
the
more
thing that's holding him back. What? Like, what? Are,
Okay.
you don't even know what
I'm
you're
good.
talking
Okay.
about.
You can check. Okay, you can check the recording. I didn't say that, but I'm gonna repeat it for
Even
you.
in the
so you
moment,
can
it doesn't
wait,
matter.
dude. Do you want me to get out my argument, or are you just gonna keep shouting at me to try and gain some
No,
activity? I don't know what you're trying to do.
I'm gonna rationalize
Okay.
this to you, and I'm gonna rationalize this to the
You're going
audience.
to let me.
This is fucking retarded. This is retarded as
You're
fuck.
going to let.
This is fucking stupid as fuck right now. And
do you want me to
I
get
can't
my?
even believe you would
I'm just
argue
gonna
some
look on
shit
you.
like this.
Okay.
You're ratting.
I'm
You're
just gonna look-
blatantly
okay,
ratting on
I'm-
some dumb shit
I'm just
that you
gonna-
don't
I'm
even
just
need to
gonna look
rat
on
on.
you. I'm just gonna look on you while I'm.
Yeah, okay, and then I'm just gonna say my argument.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna say my argument.
I'm saying that he doesn't always have this nerf. This is a nerf that he gained within the moment. He ate people. That's why he's unable to like move it properly. It'd be like me saying, "Oh, well, because I went like from super bloated after I ate people, and now I'm no longer bloated. That means I'm suddenly increasing in strength in the context of you're trying to
This
imply
nigga said
where
he
characters
ate
just
people.
passively grow.
Man, get
I'm
the
saying
fuck
no,
out
he
of
isn't
here.
passively growing.
Nah, he's
just
not getting
getting rid of
stronger.
the nerf
He
that he
just
has at
lost
that
the
moment,
nerf,
which is simply
Astro.
just he
He
eats
just
loads of
lost the
people.
nerf. He's not
So,
getting stronger.
No, your argument
He just
just isn't
lost the
analysis. He
nerf.
just doesn't
Bro,
attack
what
what
the
I'm trying
fuck
to
is
tell you.
going on, bro?
So,
Like, what am I hearing right now, man?
Can you refute the argument now?
Nigga said he ate people.
I showed you the instance, dude. Don't know what you want me to say.
As he said, baby doggone doesn't get stronger.
Yep.
I showed you the instance. Do you want to move on?
Yeah, let me see this instance. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Do you want to, dude?
What
do you want to move
about
on?
the eating people fucking matters? As long as he goes from getting, as long as he gets stronger, dude.
Okay.
That's all that, bro. Whatever you said when you had me muted was just dismissed, dude. Nobody, like, no one nobody heard it because you were fucking getting fucking drowned out.
I heard it.
You were getting drowned out, and then
repeat
you can think
that. You can think that I'm recording anyway. I'm recording anyway. No, I'm recording anyway. If it's your fault, if you wanted to cut me off, I'm recording anyway. I don't care.
You said he ate people. How does eating people correlate to that? This doesn't even matter.
I explained it before. Do you want to move on? I'm not repeating this a third time if you're gonna shout out for me. You want to move on?
Nigga said in my recording I could hear it. Nigga, don't fucking matter. The whole point essentially is that as long as he is going from this point of whatever weakened state he's in to getting stronger, he's getting stronger inherently.
Okay, dude. I'm saying that, for example, this baby doggone, he doesn't always have enough. So if this baby doggone without this nerf, right, went into his like super buff form, right, then you wouldn't like also see, and he does there's nothing in his base. Literally just can't determine that. Oh, well, he's getting stronger.
Can we not determine it? Wait, okay.
You got it, bro.
Right.
Do you want to move on?
I just want to make sure that you're right about
you know,
this.
you got it. You got it.
I asked you a question. How can we not determine it when even you're saying he got stronger?
Okay, I'm saying that if you initially he has this nerf, which is that he's eating all of these people. He isn't always like that, but in this specific moment he has this nerf. But I'm saying usually he wouldn't have this nerf onto him because he isn't always eating loads of people, dude. He isn't always eating loads of people. The reason he eats people is because Mahito tells him to for his plan in Shibuya. It's literally just a knowledge issue on your part. The reason he eats all those people is so Mahito.
How does it make him weaker? How does it make it weaker?
How does it make him weak? Okay. So I have a question, Auden. Please tell me how you're going to explain this.
Don't try to bring up an analogy that literally doesn't matter.
If someone you're telling me if someone like eats loads of shit, right, that you think they'll be able to move as well as they did before they eat, Auden. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. It just doesn't make sense, Auden. Your argument just doesn't follow. Do you want to move on?
You're saying he got fatter?
Okay, Auden, no, I'm saying what he's eating is hindering his mobility. It's shown on the panel. That's
So
why
he
That's
got
why this
fatter,
happened.
dickhead. So he
Okay,
got fatter.
okay. Do you want to
That's
move on?
the
Do you want to move
argument.
on? Auden, do you want to move on? 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 Do you want to move
Bro,
on?
I'm
Do you want
trying
to
to
move
listen, bro.
on?
You the one that's
No,
mad
no,
right
you got
now.
it.
I'm
No,
Shinra
no,
bro.
you
arguing
got it. You
obesity
got
right
it.
now.
Yeah, I am. Do you want to move on? Auden, do you want to move on?
Bro, listen, Shinra, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this to you.
No. You
Um,
got it. You got it. You got it. You
I
got it. Do you want
said,
to move on?
and this is essentially the whole point.
Okay, Auden,
Listen,
you
Shinra,
got it.
you'd
Do you
have
want
to
to move
prove that his
on?
mobility is being stopped like that. He's way weaker in terms of his mobility. Like, all of these things are just unfounded. Like,
Giving
perfect,
you
bro.
an
Perfect is
additional.
literally even
Okay,
sitting here saying that, like, bro, you're just tweaking out, nigga. Look how buff he is
you
in
got
that
it, dude.
panel. Look how buff he is in
My
that
fault. My
nigga
fault.
clearly got stronger. Let's be
My,
honest here, bro.
my fault.
Nigga
You
said the
got it.
mobility's hindering him. This is just
Yeah,
blatant
my fault.
ratting. You can see the muscles. Look at the
Yeah,
muscles on that
you
nigga,
got it.
bro. Blatant.
Yeah.
Nigga hit the gym in
Okay,
like
so
5 seconds. If that's not an
when
amp, I don't
Sukuna
know what
mixes
else is an
handed that
amp,
he
bro.
gets stronger? Yeah.
The
So you
muscle
think
mass
whenever
goes
curses
down.
change their, you think
So
whenever curses
actually,
change their
I'd
form,
argue
they
that
get
the
stronger
growth is
because of
even
that?
more substantial if he's going from fat to that muscular. Shit is great. In how many
No,
seconds?
because
Damn,
because
nigga.
he vomits up the people he's already
He
eaten.
vomits up the
I-
people. So what you're you just
I
defeated your own
showed you
point.
the
You're
instance,
just
dude.
Okay, so you just
I'm
defeated your
saying,
own point.
okay,
Alright, we can
the
move on.
anti feat that you're trying to use is before that happens. So do you want to move on?
What anti-feat?
You saying that he gets one shot by Naruto happens before what I'm talking about. So do you want to move on?
Nigga, huh?
Okay, dude, you know what? You got
I
it. Let's
asked
move
you
on.
where is the
No,
difference in
you got it.
mobility and
You
why
got
is it
it.
substantial
Let's
to
move on.
make him way weaker than his?
Okay,
Because
dude,
apparently there's some new form
you're
of
trying
base
to, if
dogon
you're,
or baby
no,
dogon.
no. If you're trying to tell me that, okay, well, there's an instance with Dogon where he's able to increase his strength rapidly because he's going into his like big Vilgax form, right? And I'm telling you, okay, no, because there's this underlying factor as to
Yeah, he
why he's
swallowed up
weaker
the
in his.
pain.
Okay, you got it. Actually, you got
I
it.
know I got it.
I'm explaining
Nigga, this
better.
don't, bro. Listen,
Do you move on?
this don't.
Do you move on?
This doesn't matter.
Why do you think? Wait, why
This
do you think
doesn't
Choso
matter,
skills to
dude.
Naoya?
This doesn't matter.
Well, yeah,
The whole
you
point is
got it.
that rate of growth is still there. He got
it.
massively
Yeah.
stronger, and the thing that I'm using as a feat
And what's the
would matter
distinction
anyway
between the rate of
because
growth
I
with
don't
curses and
see
with people?
why him Naobito
What's
being
the
able to damage him
distinction
here would even change.
What's the distinction
Bro, I'm trying
between
to
the two?
talk.
Because if there is, okay, that's
I'm
cool.
trying to
You
talk.
spoke while I was speaking. You spoke while I was speaking,
Yep.
so I don't care.
Okay,
If
whatever you
there's no
say is just gonna
distinction
get
between the
dismissed.
rate of, okay, you can think it's dismissed. That's cool. Like, but if you can't provide me an actual distinction as to why, one of them would just suddenly get stronger at a massively faster rate than humans do, when it's implied that humans do via
What are you
emotions too. So like,
talking about, dude?
I don't see the distinction you're trying to draw here. It's implied humans
Nigga,
just
I'm talking
passively
about the
get stronger
fact
due
that
to their negative
I'm
emotion.
talking about the fact that in
Like,
the span of a
so they
month,
just casually get more
this
serious.
nigga's in his baby dogon form and then he gets all these new transformations. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
that's just a durability. I'm arguing speed.
That's just a durability. That's just
No,
durability.
I'm saying if I'm saying even if I were to agree to the fact that he gets stronger, right? Even if I hard steel man that, I think again that's just a durability thing rather than just you think he suddenly gets faster or stronger.
That's not
because
a defeater,
I'm arguing.
dude. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand
you got it.
what
You
the
got it.
fuck.
You got it.
Yeah,
Man.
you to prove you're trying. You know what you're doing, bro? You're
Do you want to
blatantly
move on already?
you're blatantly being
do you want to move on
a
already?
pedantic fuck. That's what you're being. You're being a
Yeah, you got
pedantic
it.
fuck. Because, bro,
Pedantic.
like, I don't
Okay.
understand, bro.
Do you-
Bro, if
bro,
the nigga,
you
if the nigga is going from getting one shot.
Do you want to move on? Yeah, I already explained to you why
Okay,
that
dude.
happens, and you're just repeating
Bro,
it. So
because
we could
you
get
haven't
why do you
even
think Choso
proved-
skills to Naoya?
You haven't
Why do you
even
think Choso skills
proved
to Naoya?
that it's
Do you
just durability,
We're just
bro.
moving off of this.
You didn't even provide a defeater. All right, we could just move on.
That's assuming that I still man that, but okay. But why do you think
that's
Choso skills to
assuming I
Naoya?
still man that? What are you talking about? You blatantly
That's what I
lost the
said,
point.
even
bro.
if.
Anyway,
Yeah, you got it.
Like, let's
you got
go
it,
on.
but
So you
what's
said
his
why
name?
is Naoya
Why
relative
is
to Choso?
Yeah, why is Naoya relative to Choso?
It's shown.
It's shown. Are you talking about when like now Choso reacts to him once? Because I don't think now
Yeah, he reacts to him and then he fucking gets his dumb ass with Supernova. He thought he was too fast.
but why do you think that he's going all out on Choso? I think that Choso should just be stronger than the one that fights Yuji. He says, "Shall I up my speed?" Are you stupid? Like, are you reading the scans that he say? Like he says.
Yeah,
Like,
wait, you're saying
did you read the
Naoya's holding
fight?
back,
Yes, Naoya is holding back. Can you track
but
the
he's upping
conversation?
his speed. But he's upping his
Uh,
speed.
so if he isn't going all out, he's just increasing his speed. That means he's holding back, Auden. You just conceded.
No, I'm asking
Like,
you because,
unless
like, I'm thinking
okay,
when you're
so
talking
read the
about
fight,
holding
Auden,
back, you're
before
talking
trying to
about
refute my
him. You're
argument.
talking no, because I assume when you're talking about going all out, you're talking about him not going into his like full power. That's why I'm saying, like, if he's upping his
I'm
speed,
saying all
then
of the
that's
feats
blatantly
that
showing
happen.
that.
Okay, all of the feats that happen that you're trying to reference. For example, when Choso reacts to him, is when Naoya just hasn't stacked his technique yet, so it doesn't scale it. Like, sure, you can scale what's his
Huh?
name. You can scale Choso to base Naoya before he stacks his technique. That's cool. I'm saying Naoya can stack beyond that, so he's holding back. Plus, I don't
Wait,
think
wait,
he's
wait,
taking
wait, wait. Doesn't the supernova hit him when he's
the
already had
supernova
stacked his
hits
speed?
him. No, the supernova hits him after after what's his name? After Choso slows him down using his blood. And the only reason that
Oh,
happens is
okay.
because he's in a confined space.
It's in a nigga. What
Yes,
the
he
fuck does this
floods.
matter, bro? So
Okay,
wait,
so he
you're
isn't
telling
tagging
me
him because of speed. He's tagging him because he can't run anywhere else. Oh, then
he
does that
can't
make
run
sense to you?
anywhere? You're telling me
Yeah,
that
he can't run anywhere
if a
else. Okay.
nigga, oh, okay,
You're
all right,
kicking him
and
into a corner with his
okay,
blood.
you're telling me we could even see this in the Choso Yuji fight. We could blatantly see an attack that's so much
Uh-huh.
faster than another person being able to blitz them in a confined space. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about, dude? An attack that's so much faster than another person is able to blitz them in a confined space.
Yes, if it was so much faster than him, then it would have hit him. He would have been able to blitz him anyway,
It's
or
an
she was so
AoE.
much
It's an
faster.
AoE. Okay, no. It's what happens is he stabs him. He thinks Choso is going to bleed out, but as he's mocking Choso, he starts leaking blood and he makes a whole wave of it
So
before now
his
you're even.
dumbass got blitzed.
Okay, are you stupid? He
Oh
thinks
my
he's beaten
stupid! That's
him.
what you're
He
describing
thinks
to me,
he's
bro.
no. Order. Read the fight again before you start ratting. He thinks he's beaten him. He stabbed him in the chest, right? He thinks he's now going to bleed out. He doesn't bleed out. He starts leaking out blood from everywhere, and he traps Naoya in a corner. So he doesn't get blitzed. He gets caught off guard because he's overconfident. And
Let me
because he
see
thinks
this.
he's killed him. Okay, so you were talking to me and arguing with me about this before you even knew
Because
what happened. So you're just
well,
no.
well,
So
no, no,
you're
no.
just no. So you're
I vaguely
dishonest now.
remember these
Wait.
events, but
No. Now you're
it
just trying
also
to be
goes
dishonest.
down.
Wait. Now you're just trying to be dishonest, trying to raise
How
your
am I
voice here,
being
but you don't
dishonest?
actually
I
know what
just
you're
literally
talking about.
asked. I just
Okay, so
said
you
based
didn't
on
know
what you
what
were
happened.
saying,
So
it
you have a
sounded
vague
like that.
memory. So no. So you have a vague memory. So you don't actually know what happened.
Bro, just send the
So
fucking
wait.
scans,
Okay,
man.
sure.
Fuck dog.
I'll find you the
Fuck
scan.
dog.
I'll
Like
find you the
you keep.
scan. You
Why are
got
you?
it.
You're bitching right now. Like
Yeah,
you're
you
literally
got it, dude. You got
crying.
it.
Like just send the
You got
scans.
it.
Fuck dog.
He ate the perk 30.
Let me see what's
He ate
going
the
on.
perk 30.
Yeah,
You
let me
got
go
it.
into this fight too.
Oh wow, you got it.
Like all I did was literally say based on what you were saying, it sounded like this. So you were just like, fucking ratting.
Yeah.
Fucking ratting. Alright, let's see if this debate couldn't get any worse.
You were arguing with me without knowing what happened, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I know what
Naoya
happens. I
versus
just haven't reread it multiple times.
what is he doing?
Okay,
How can he bleed that much and live?
chapter. What chapter is Naoya versus Choso? Anybody?
You can find
Actually,
it.
I'm guessing the 140s.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he
was right.
dodges his piercing blood, and then
Mm-hmm.
he blocks his attack, and then the blood from behind him hits him. So it isn't a speed issue.
Let's see this. I thought
This
it
is where he
best to use
dodges his
this weapon.
piercing blood.
Honestly, it isn't very cool for a sorcerer to walk around with a weapon.
He blocks
Right,
him. He
let's
calls
look
his
at
attack slow. He's off guard here. Like
they just started leaking.
no,
How much? How can he bleed that much and live? What a slow attack. He must be dying from blood loss after all. Okay, let's see what Dikya does. My legs feel heavy. Is he controlling the blood? Damn, so he blatantly gets checkmated by Choso. right here.
That's okay. I'll steel man that the reason Chosu is able to beat him because of he has high battle line. That's cool. You're just trying
Because
to
he
argue
has
like
that.
you're just trying
That's
to
not
argue.
a
Yeah,
defeater.
wait. It's a high battle IQ thing, and it's also because of the environment they're in. He like Choso kicks him. He blocks it easily, but because he's focused on blocking it, the blood comes from out of his field of vision, and then it hits him. So
No,
it
he
isn't.
has.
Wait. So
No,
wait,
he
isn't
has
because
plenty
he's
of
slower than
time
him,
to.
dude?
No,
Uh,
he
you
has
can't
plenty of
prove
time
that,
to
dude.
literally see it. But
You
anyway, they have
why prove
dialogue.
that?
Shinra, they blatantly have dialogue right here, brother. Like
They
I don't
blatantly
know what
have
else you're.
dialogue. When
What you said?
he
Prove they're
no
having
he
dialogue.
blocks no he kicks him right. So now you blocks it. He goes back into a wall. Then the blood hits his feet. Like it isn't an instance of oh he just can't dodge or anything. He's just focusing on he's recovering from like what's currently blocking Choso's attack. It isn't a speed
Okay,
feat.
that you could still get blitzed that way. Okay, let me point out
Why?
multiple flaws. Let me point out. I'm gonna point out multiple
Why?
flaws with what
Answer
you're
the
saying.
question.
I'm gonna
Why?
point out.
Why?
Wait. Let me.
Answer the question, dude.
I'm about
Why?
to. I'm literally telling you. I'm gonna point out multiple flaws, and then you just like are
That
spamming
does
why.
not answer the question. That does not answer the
That's not
question.
convincing, dude. So you said it was battle
Yeah, my
IQ.
fault.
That's not a
Raking,
that's not a defeater because by proxy of battle IQ, you'd agree somebody with no speed and battle IQ would lose to a person with speed, right?
Auden,
And like both of those factors.
Obviously, he has some level of speed. I'm saying he doesn't need to have speed comparable to Naoya to pull off this feat. I think it's just an instance
Okay,
of he
why?
boxes up Naoya. I explained it to you. I give you the context as
You
to
said
why.
because he's in a
anyone
confined space.
Yes, he's in a confined space. He's unable to dodge the blood, which is currently filling up said space.
So wait, okay, so then this is wrong because then you'd have
For
to
what a
prove
defeater.
then you'd have to prove why him being in a confound space would actually limit his speed when we can clearly see he can up it. Unless you're
do you know what AoE attacks do?
All it would do it would stop his travel speed. Yeah, it would be a hindrance to his
do you know what AoE does?
Speed.
Do you Auden? Now you're being
I don't know
really
what the
sped.
fuck
Do you know what
AoE
AoE
is,
attacks do?
I
Area
don't
of
know.
effect, Auden. Area of effect. No matter how fast I am, if I'm in a room with someone and they fill the room with like water or they fill it up with poison, no matter how fast I am, I'm not going to be able to dodge it because there's limited room for me to dodge. I can't like go to everywhere if the whole place is full. Same with this instance. There's nowhere for him to go, right? He's literally trapped somewhere, I'm pretty sure. There's nowhere for him to go. We see backed against the wall, so there's nowhere for him to go, right? That's why the blood
There's
gets
a whole
on him.
nother
Like,
room in that space.
there's a whole other room. He's currently backed towards a wall, currently blocking an attack from Choso. So no, he's literally Choso's currently wait. So So Choso's just taking advantage of him start and then just going him pinned against the wall. Isn't a speed feat or anything.
Even him getting hit with the first attack, should show some sort of speed thing.
Why does he get hit with
because
the
of the
first
fact
attack?
they're able to react to each other even after the first attack.
Where does he get? What first attack are you talking about? Just tell me what happens.
I'm talking about when you even brought it up. What's it called? When Choso, yeah, with the. Let me see. Is it when Choso?
Do you think piercing blood is faster than the user? Because if you think that, if you think that, now your dodges his piercing blood.
Okay, I don't see why that matters. If they're able to dodge,
no.
There's a difference.
I didn't explain the entailment, Buckaroo. I didn't explain the Buckaroo. Okay, so if Naoya is able to dodge something that you agree is far faster than him, right? That would mean that he's faster than Choso by proxy of that. It isn't the same as Yuji where he has to aim dodge.
I mean, it depends. It depends, right? Because like you said, there's multiple instances where he's also able to hit him. So what do we say about the supernova instance again? You said that was AoE. You said that was AoE, right?
No, not the super. Okay, no, not the supernova instance. I'm talking about when he gets blood on him, right? That slows him down. That's AoE. So the reason why he gets tagged later on is because he's slower than he is currently. He's slower than he'd be.
Wait, okay, let me actually look at the context because I
Oh
think I'm
my!
taking what you're
This
saying a
nigga
little bit
wasn't.
too literally.
He wasn't at the
There's
sky.
actually a whole hallway for him to run down to. They're in this like
Oh my! I explained this to
they're
you
only in a
already,
certain
Auden.
area in a big ass space. That's what I think you're
Auden,
not
I explained
understanding.
this to you already. I explained this to you already. I'll give you an example. Jester versus Reaper. Jester backs
Mhm.
Reaper against the wall, right? Give me a second. Jester backs Reaper against the wall. Reaper can't go anywhere, even though there's a whole room
Yeah,
for him to
I'm
run
saying
to.
he can
Since
go
he's backed
somewhere.
in a corner, he can't go anywhere like
I said he
sufficiently
can go
without being
somewhere
stopped
though.
by the blood.
I said he can go somewhere though, because
Wait,
the
give me
whole
a
thing
second.
is right. Even I'm gonna even use your analogy. He's
Yeah,
backed against the wall, but if one of the people is supposed to be so much blatantly faster than the other, and we have this whole other hallway all the way down there, then he's supposed to be able to run out and
Wait,
get
can you
out of
repeat
that.
that?
But instead of that happening, he's
Wait,
in
can
this
you repeat
confined.
that?
Okay,
Dude,
right.
my mom
So
just came in the room. Can you repeat that?
I'm just gonna use your example, but I'm gonna point out multiple
Uh
things.
huh.
I feel like him being backed into
So
a wall
shotgun, good shit.
should. What are you talking about? I'm defeating
If you're
your thing, and then I'm also explaining why it doesn't matter,
yeah,
because these are the 2 points we're arguing over,
so
dummy.
shotgun. Okay, you
How
got
is
it,
it a
dude. But
shotgun
you
if
you you can go.
if I'm
You can go
making a
ahead. You can
defeater
go ahead.
to
You can
both
go
of
ahead.
your arguments?
I
How am
didn't
I
make two arguments,
shotgunning?
but you can go ahead, dude. You can go ahead, dude.
You could
Yeah,
say
I don't
that.
really
It
care,
doesn't
but
not a defeater.
yeah, you can.
Anyway, so
You go
yeah,
ahead.
essentially, so I was gonna say first of all, so let's even use your analogy, right? And let's try to make it more similar to what actually happens in the battle. So, right, I do agree. So actually, let's attribute this to Choso. Choso's able to back Naoya up to a wall in the first place. Like he has him against the wall in the first place, right? That's something
That
you feel
isn't a
we
speed
can
feed.
we can attribute to Choso. Right? I didn't even specify what kind
No,
of
speed
feat it
feed.
is.
Yeah,
Right?
okay, that's
So
cool. I'm saying it's not
he
speed.
gets him to the wall, and not only that, we see that there's a whole hallway all the way down there that
That's
now you
cool.
can
If he's
run to.
back, okay,
Wait, I'm not
dude,
done. I'm not
go
done.
ahead.
Like you say, if he's supposed to be so much faster than Choso and so much faster than Piercing Blood, he should be able to get out of that and run down the hallway. Correct?
If he runs
Yes
down,
or no?
okay, I'll
Yes
explain this
or
to you.
no?
I'll explain this to you. I'm not going to answer yes or no, dude. If if he runs down the hallway, right? Guess what's going on? The blood that is currently coming
Where is
towards him
that blood
is
down the
going to.
hallway?
It's going to continue to come down towards
Where
him,
is the
dude.
blood
That's
down the
why we
hallway?
see. Wait, hey. That's why we see when he stops to block Choso's attack because it's currently coming towards him. The blood is able to catch it, right? And
Because
so
it
it
is
isn't
in
just a
that
speed
certain
thing. He's
area.
just not focused.
Nigga, you're not defeating the argument because it is in that certain area, nigga. You're not attacking the fact that I literally just pointed out that
You're just saying
I
it's a
pointed
whole
out and I
hallway, dude.
asked
Like,
you, where is the blood in the entire hallway? Prove the blood is in the entire hallway. All like
prove
literally
the
the
blood
only
is
thing
covering
you
the
can say
entire
is that
hallway. Sure, I can show you
the
that.
only what you said?
I can show you the blood covering the entire place, like span of where they are. If you look at the scan, if you look
Of
at the
where they are, but
of
it is not the
if you
entire area, so that AoE shit gets defeated, nigga. He has
isn't
places
the
to
okay,
run.
dude. Okay, I'll explain this to you one more time. Whenever they get into the blood hits his foot, right, or it hits his legs, even though he can quote unquote run down the hallway, I'm saying like he wouldn't be able to in distance, even though
Because the
it's
blood is too
possible.
fast.
No, what a
Because
false
the blood is
dichotomy.
just too fast,
No,
bro. All these
do you
other
want
things
do you
you're
want me
trying
to
to say is just wrong.
I'm just gonna local mute you again while I'm finishing.
Okay,
now.
alright, you can local mute
Okay.
me. Good job.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Anyway, right?
Alright,
The
so
reason as to
basically
why
it's
he's
stated that the
able
blood
to are able
it's
to like
stated that the
dodge the
blood is
attack or isn't
faster
able
than
to like
him.
dodge it
He
is not
literally is
because
able to
of the
blitz
speed of the
him.
blood,
He
but
stops
simply
his
because
feet
of like
too.
he's not
He
focused
stops him from
on the blood
moving
that's or
too.
he's focused on the
Like,
blood
bro,
that's
this is why I
coming
said
towards
Gios
him.
did this
He's
dumb
focused
shit.
on the
Bro,
person who's
nigga,
currently
Nigga is
attacking him.
muting me mid
So it's
debate.
talk over each other. Like,
Oh
who is
shit,
the guy
it's GS the
speaking?
goat.
Yeah.
moderating. I'm not
Who is
gonna lie,
that
like
speaking? Don't
this keeps
disrespect
happening,
GS.
and I feel like I need a moderator. Like, I honestly feel like
Bro,
I
we
need
tried
a
to
moderator.
get one.
Let's keep doing it.
But yeah,
Okay.
it's because he isn't completely focused on what's to say. He isn't completely focused on what's his name.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
On
He is
the blood.
focused. He is focused, and if he's not
Uh,
focused, then that just
I
shows how
don't
fast
disagree
the
that he's
blood is.
focused.
Because
I think he's just
if
focused on
he
something
isn't,
else.
if it's so fast where he can't even perceive it, then nigga, that just attributes to my argument, nigga. What are we
Not
talking
perceiving
about
is
here?
not okay. Oh, then now you're trying
Nigga
to
couldn't
rant.
even
Not
perceive it.
perceiving
He couldn't
something
even
and not
focus
being
on it in the
focused
first
on.
place because it's so much faster than his
He
ass.
isn't. No, okay, you're question begging. No, he isn't.
How am
The
I
reason as
question
to why
begging?
he isn't. Okay, you're saying that the reason why he can't focus on it is because of its speed, which is currently what's in question. I'm saying it isn't because of its speed. It's simply because there's also this other person that he has to take account whenever he's whenever he's fighting.
Nigga, how is
So
that
no.
question begging?
Okay.
I literally
Yeah, you got it.
all
You
I
got it. You're
did
using what's in wait, using what's in
all
question
I
and you're
did
appealing to it
all
for
I
your
did
argument, dude.
by
You move
doing
on.
by proxy of doing what I said was just
You move on.
explain how what you said wasn't a
You move on.
defeater. The thing
Yeah,
you're trying to
you
use
got
to
it. You got
defeat
it.
the
You got
idea
it.
that
You
he's
got it.
faster
You
isn't a
can think that.
defeater.
You can
That's
think
not
that. You can
question
think that. You
begging.
can think that. You
Nigga
can
said,
think
can
that.
we
You can think
move
that. You
on?
can think that. You can think that.
Nigga said
Yeah,
because
you
he's
can think that.
focusing
You
on
move on.
multiple people.
You move on.
If some, we already established. I
No,
already
he's focusing on a
established
completely
there's
separate thing. I don't
yeah. We can move
think you
on right
completely.
after I say this. We can move on right after I say this. We already established that there is multiple places for
No,
him to go. There is multiple places for Naoya to go, and he
that's
gets confined to this
he
one
can
space.
go, but he's
He
back
okay.
against the wall.
Yes, that doesn't
Yes,
matter, nigga. Just shut up and let me finish.
yes,
Right?
yes,
There's
yes,
multiple places that he
yes.
can go.
He's
Right?
forced to
Essentially,
because he's getting caught off
and
guard
yes,
multiple
you're
times.
saying he's forced to this certain area, and you're saying he has to focus on this one person. If he was so much faster than Choso and
Yes.
all these other things in the area, then he would have been able to blitz all of it and get out in time. That is essentially my point. And your only
Yeah, I
defeater,
think
and your only
the
defeater to
personality
him,
issue. He's
you're
just
listen,
talking character.
no. I'm just dismissing what you said. So your only defeater to that essentially is
You
just
can't just
because
say
he's
you're going to
backed in-
dismiss it
you're
because you don't like the
you're
argument.
only listen, no Shinra. Let me rationalize this to you, bro. Because I like to make it simple to
Dude,
the
you're
audience.
trying to
His
rationalize
only
something that
defeater
everyone
to
will tell
that.
you you're ranting if you said it to them.
Your only
You could
defeater
go up to the average person and say that the blood that Chusu is manipulating is faster than Naoya. You look stupid.
Anyway.
You think
So
all
basically,
of a sudden Naoya is able to
so
dodge piercing blood,
basically,
but he's slower than
so
the
his
AoE.
only defeater to that, is that he's in a
You
confined
don't need to
space.
give a recap of
That
the
is what
debate.
is in question and what
And
we're
the
talking about.
personality issue.
So when
Still take him regardless of all of these factors, right? Still, that's why he's getting put in this position. He's underestimating Choso. He doesn't know how Choso's ability works.
I think that's kind of based on the last point because like
no, it isn't. It's shown with the marking thing.
It
It's
is.
shown with whenever he fights Yuji. It calls him weak. So yeah, he
Wait,
against
okay,
Yuta too. Against Yuta too. He's also cocky against Yuta. He's literally
So
like,
you're telling
don't
me
look
that.
down
So you're
on
telling
me.
me in every fight he's cocky. So if that's just his character, then that's the version I'm scaling, dude. Unless you want to bring up some hypothetical version.
No, I don't think he's cocky
I
against
don't think
Maki
he's
because
cocky against Maki. Yeah.
no, because he
Outta
says
here,
he isn't
dude.
going to make the same mistake. So
Let me see. No, but this is human
Okay.
Naoya versus Naobito.
that's cool. Yeah. He says, okay, this is bad knowledge.
Okay,
from
you
Auden
can't
because
use that. You can't use that.
He says it against human Maki. Oh, he says it when he's fighting him as a human. So like,
Huh? Where does he say he's not going to make the same mistake?
I'll show you.
Do you need the scan or no?
Yeah, just send it. Just send it.
Because like I was gonna say like, listen, dog.
By the way,
Lucky Phone is the Naoya guy. That's all I gotta say.
Do you mind interrupting Auden? Because I just joined. All I heard was like,
Roar! Auden, you can't finish your argument. Roar!
that's not.
Nah, I mean everybody
Please
is
shut up, you
Mookie.
foreigner.
everybody agrees that
Yeah.
Shinra's losing this. He's just wild. And besides C, of course.
Yeah, you got
But
it.
he like this is just a bad. This is a pretty bad look. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you want me to send
You
him
gotta-
evidence or headquarters?
Yeah. They like Perfect described this as like a slam, like you know one of those like voluntary slams, Mookie, where people just sign up to
Yeah.
lose.
We don't
Yeah.
accept perfect vouchers.
Oh, I do remember
Stop
you
that.
We don't
versus Colin
accept
that
her.
one time.
Like
That shit was
dirty,
pretty funny.
like a
Bro,
dirty
Jester, you want to hear Shinra's argument?
Check
Dude, can you
So,
not sidetrack?
Jester,
Wait, can you not
Jester,
sidetrack in the
Jester,
middle of
do you
the
want to hear
debate?
Shinra's argument?
Do you?
Finish the debate, I'm
Okay,
gonna go.
dude.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah,
after.
he
Can I just
left.
Tell you after.
He fucking left.
Nigga said he
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
left.
I literally don't have the time to do this. I'm gonna leave right after
Wait,
this. but-
I
Mookie,
just
does he
posted the
actually
scan
say that
and-
in the fight?
I literally posted the scan of evidence.
I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice, nigger.
Bro, Auden,
Oh, wow.
you're...
See, now I
Yo,
can't upload
like-
this video because gonna get age restricted. Oh
Who the
wow.
fuck is gonna watch it?
Who
I don't
cares?
know.
Wait,
You
let me
not
chill out.
monetized. You not
Yeah, to be fair,
monetized,
I'm not-
nigga.
I'm not even monetized anyway. I don't know why I said that. but-
Wait, how are you still not monetized?
I'm talking about my debate channel actually has almost as
Yeah,
many
but yeah, no
subscribers
shit.
as
How the
mine.
fuck are you not? Everyone watches that shit.
Alright, this is
Yeah.
irrelevant.
So do you want to
send
just
me
move
the-
off of this then?
No, I'm not
Okay.
moving on.
Oh wow. I was hoping you concede after seeing a blatant panel, but guess not.
Nigga said I thought you'd concede after seeing the blatant panel. Get out of
Yes,
here, nigga.
pretty much.
Wait, Shinra, was that not the scan you're referencing, or am I tripping? 'Cause
No,
that's-
that is actually the scan that I was referencing. In fact,
True, I am the biggest Naoya
Yes.
fan and do remember every Naoya chapter.
no.
Now you're dick in his mouth.
He was trying to tell me with a straight face that the blood that Choso spewed out of his body is faster.
And,
than
and you lost that point. Anyway.
Wait, Shimmer. You're telling me Auden beat you on if Choso's faster than
No, he didn't. But
Well,
yeah.
you're telling me
oh,
him saying I'm being overwhelmed. Oh,
I'm being over.
Oh,
I didn't even know he
Ooh.
said that, dog.
Ooh, I'm gonna-
Nigga, so then
ooh.
that cocky shit
that's
gets thrown
not
out
a
the
speed
window.
thing. It's not a
little-
speed
him-
thing.
oh,
Overwhelmed by
ooh.
amount, dude.
So you're,
That
He's
kills.
overwhelmed by amount. Oh my gosh. Oh
The
my
amount of
god.
blood. It's literally
The
just
amount
the
of
same
blood.
argument we just
Yeah,
had.
because it's faster than him, dumbass. Yeah, yeah. Actually,
no,
Mookie, send
why
that
would-
scan. Send that scan. I don't even need
We
to attack this
already-
shit no more.
We
Send
already
that scan,
we already
Mookie.
moved off of
Send
this,
that
but
scan. Nigga, we
yeah.
still on whether or not you trying to use this to defeat it, nigga. So we are
No,
technically
okay,
still
but
on the Naoya shit.
I'm literally
The fuck,
just
nigga?
gonna
Yo,
I'm gonna
send that
explain
shit,
this to
Mookie.
you.
Nigga said he
Okay,
overwhelmed by
I'm
the
gonna
blood.
explain this to you like this, right? So it'd be like Naruto versus the Gaara, for example. Where Naruto is able to overwhelm Gaara using sheer numbers and not specifically stats. If I jump you with multiple people, it would be harder to do with than with one.
You're
person.
making the blood
So
seem
you
like
can't
it's
just
multiple
attribute that to
people,
speed.
dog. The blood is just one
It's
thing that
large
derives off
organisms.
Toso.
It's
It is not multiple
okay,
people.
It's
Like niggas trying to make it.
still
Yo,
a large
Mookie,
amount of
Mookie,
blood.
send that scan. Send that scan. He's getting overwhelmed. I didn't even know he's actually. No, I have the scan where he says that.
I just posted it.
Nigga say he got
let me read
overwhelmed. Nah, that's blatant. That's blatant.
Oh, that's no. That's talking about Naoya. He says Naoya's overwhelming him. Lock in, Auden.
What are you
That's
talking about?
blatant.
We're talking, nigga. We are literally talking about whether or not Naoya got overwhelmed.
Yes,
no,
this
Auden,
doesn't say Naoya's-
Auden, that's not what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
whatever.
Well,
Okay,
I guess
they're about
okay,
to-
Auden.
they're about
All
to
right, so I'm a
We can-
all right, whatever.
we can end the
Actually,
debate
people
here.
would have made excuses. I got a Mookie amp anyway. All right, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you got
Anyway,
Mookie amp.
so pretty much,
We could.
so I'm gonna
We're done
attack
here,
this by
dude.
saying, it is more consistent for him to be the other way instead of this way. When he's
No.
referencing the mistake, what is this mistake, by the way? Just in context. Not that I'm ratting. I just want to know.
Okay, the mistake is him he stops moving after he sees the wall of blood. Therefore, he's no longer stacked. That's one. And then two, he also just like originally his whole ideal is I'll operate on the that you counter attack But then after like Choso counterattacks, he starts underestimating him by thinking
Nigga,
Choso's
what are
getting
you
slower
talking about?
because of the attacks he's doing. I'm
Oh,
telling
okay.
you, they're mistaking
So
you.
let's go. So then, what about this cocky thing? Because I think whoever won the last point would
So
prove who's faster between the two.
so
What
the
about this cocky
cocky
shit?
okay, so the cocky thing is just he underestimates Choso by thinking Choso is dying
No,
of blood loss.
no, he under. You said he. All right, you said he underestimated Maki, and then he didn't want to make the same mistake.
No, I was talking about against Choso. That's why he goes back to he thinks back
Also,
against
he
Choso.
does fight a going all out Naoya. If being
No,
cocky hinders him, he does. The nigga said he's not gonna go be
no.
cocky anymore.
Yeah, he says he's not going to be cocky after this fight.
Oh, nigga. So okay, I think that's an argumentation problem from you because you didn't specify any
Uh,
of that. You literally just said that. No, I'm thinking that's
Look
referencing
at
this Maki shit.
you were shouting at me when I debated
Okay,
D1
well,
on like
I don't even
reading the
understand.
scan, dude.
Okay, I don't even understand why him holding back would defeat the idea. Like even let's just say he is, how it would defeat the idea that Choso's faster. Choso, like okay,
he's
him,
even if we
okay, him
assume
being
all of the
how
faster
does
than
him
it
being
base
cocky
now,
entail him holding back if he literally stacks against Choso?
he stacks against Choso, but he doesn't go his full speed. Then we see all of the scans you're talking about is after he makes the mistake where he stops moving.
Wait, what do you mean his full speed? What is his full speed?
He breaks the sound barrier, Auden.
Shinra, do you want me to say it? Because you're just being dumb right now.
Bro, I
Okay,
swear
what
it's
happened
not
with
me.
it?
He doesn't know how to
Shinra,
argue anything.
it's stacked now. It's now a fully stacked Jesus. Just say that. Oh my god.
No, he isn't fully stacked. No.
That's his full speed, right?
Oh, yeah, full
Okay,
speed
so
stack
fully
now.
Wait,
stacked
so if
now,
there
yes.
wait, so you agree
Huh?
piercing blood is the speed of sound, right?
Oh my god. Here we
Piercing
go.
blood is the speed of sound, and now he does dodge it.
No, well, I was saying that if he gets hit by that or these attacks, right, that
He
are the
doesn't get
speed of
hit by
sound,
piercing blood.
then no, nigga, let
Should
me
you?
talk. If
Okay,
if
go ahead.
he's supposed to be that speed and he's getting hit by these attacks anyway, that would contradict it.
Except I gave you external factors as to why he gets hit outside speed, and
Nigga say he
piercing
gave me
blood.
external factors. Nigga, all you did was show me that before Choso really got on his grit and
You
grime, the nigga was getting he was getting a little bit outskilled. You know what I mean? So when it gets to
not
that,
what
right?
I'm
When
talking
it gets to
about.
that grit and grime, right, nigga? When it gets past that grit and grime and he gets really in his Duffy, the nigga starts beating his ass. The nigga has him in blood, and he's
He
supposed to
stopped
be the speed of
stacking,
sound.
so
So
he's in the
that
base
actually,
now.
I would assert based on that.
So he's no
that
longer at the speed
pretty
of sound.
much Shinra was holding back.
I was.
Choso was.
But yeah,
Yeah, maybe
we
you
aren't
were holding
getting
back in this
anywhere. Do you want
debate.
this here? Do you want this here? Because I need to do something.
We could just make it who won that other point. To be honest, dog.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, whoever
I think I
like
want the other things.
it will be
But
based on
you
if
got
I
it.
won my scaling, but when it comes to this specific part, it'd be based on who won the Choso now who was faster.
I don't think he is, but we could just end it here. That's cool.
Wait, wait. Actually, I have one more scan to go over.
No, I need to leave right now.
All right, 10-minute timer for this point.
Not leave.
I want to
leave.
provide. I want to hollow purple your ass real quick because I got some scans
Dude,
that might.
dude, I need to go do the dishes. So
Yeah, 10 minutes. No, 10 minutes. This is the final point to put the nail in the coffin.
Dude,
all right, I'm gonna get you these scans. We're gonna do this, and then that's it. 10 minutes. Mookie phone. Set the timer.
Just refresh the scans.
Naobito is stated multiple times to be the fastest Jujutsu sorcerer, excluding Satoru Gojo.
Yeah, no, I can't be bothered to argue that, dude. We could just leave a contingent to your scaling.
No.
Yep,
Why are you scared of the scans?
Dude, because if I stay here for longer, then my parents are gonna get mad. So and I don't want that to happen. So I'm just gonna save the recorder.
Okay, wait. Who is here? Who is here actively listening? I think the person who is. Are you fine with like villain villain judging?
I'm just going to choke you and force him to watch. I'll strangle him.
The nigga said I'm gonna strangle villain into watching.
What the fuck?
Not
all right,
villain,
people.
I'll strangle
That's the end
Gigi.
of that was a pretty funny debate. But yeah, Jester,
Yes.
we could talk about what he was arguing.
Yeah, no,
Crazy.
Wait, sir.
so I don't want to cut anyone off.
See, you don't run this shit, nigga. Shut the fuck up and wait
He's-
for the real G
He's
to finish
debating.
talking,
He's
nigga.
debating.
I
Damn,
already
it's
know
not
he
film
is.
abusing,
I know
bro.
he
Stop
is.
film
Shut
abusing.
the fuck up and stop being a bitch. You need to learn to respect who really runs this shit.
Come on,
Shut
bro.
the fuck
Big
up,
man,
nigga.
come on,
See,
bro.
shut the fuck up, nigga.
In my area, bro. You will not be talking any of this, bro. Big man.
You a bitch, nigga. You suck, nigga. You pussy ass clown ass nigga. This is what I mean. Yo, Jester, bro, this nigga C be begging to debate me. C be begging to debate me just to lose. Nigga, yo, everyone knows. C, shut the fuck up and stop talking.
Make me shut.
Yeah, I just did. I'm gonna make you shut up right now. There you go. I just did, you clown. Anyway, everyone knows if I were to debate you, I will fucking strangle you into a fucking pot of shit. Go pick up your fucking friend. But like, I don't even know why you're speaking to me, nigga. You sit behind Shinra. You run behind Shinra. Shinra thinks I'm leagues above you, nigga. Like, bro, let's see what you do against Astro right now. Let's see. If you lose this debate, you just a bitch, and I'm banning you for a week straight, nigga. You not coming back. And that's on God, nigga. Get a judge right now. Get a judge right now.
I'm just saying,
If this nigga loses to Astro.
Yeah, see, I'm just saying, I would never let a nigga talk to me like that. I'm just saying.
If this nigga loses to Astro right here, right now, get this nigga the fuck out of the server for a week. That's the deal. That's the fucking deal.
Yo, you're too hard. You're too hard. He said you permanent music like a hoe.
Yeah, nigga, you under pressure, nigga. Your ban is at stake, pussy boy. Your ban is at stake.
If I win this debate, you have to debate me on the stage, and if you lose that debate, you lose all your plans.
No, we only go by Big Auden's rules, and I'm owner, nigga. So we go by my rules. We go by my rules, nigga. So it's either you get banned or you stay. Be happy I even gave you an option, bitch.
What the hell?
You see, you don't let him talk to you like that? He pretty much.
That was bro.
He is ass. He is ass, bro.
Do you want to debate Celestial?
Let's debate. Go run to Celestia, nigga. Where you supposed
I don't
to be
know
at,
why
nigga.
You're too impulsive. You're too impulsive.
What's up?
For years.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody in the chat saying that you like permanent abuse. They saying like you a hoe. Like
he's been knocking for years, but that's cool.
Yeah, I'm just going by what they're saying in the chat.
Chill, bro. Chill.
They saying you a hoe for a permanent abuse.
I don't care, bro. I actually don't care.
All right, let's go. Let's get this.
He said you don't care.
See. How about this? See. How about this? If you, all right, I'll be honorable. If you do beat him, it has to be mid diff. Yeah, it has to be a mid or low diff. If you beat him any of those diffs, I'll debate you. How about that?
Bro, that's
That sounds fair.
More motivation for you. Yeah, let's see if you can beat Astro.
Bob said he'll judge, but he can't live judge. He'll just watch recording.
No. I need a lot. No.
Oh nah. Last time Gizbob said that, nobody ever got judgment on that debate.
Are you serious?
Where's Jester? Jester, can you judge this? We need a live judge.
I prefer otherwise, bro. Can we just get David?
No.
What the fuck is that?
Is he even in here? Isn't he banned?
I'll get him in here. That's cool.
By the way, one of y'all niggas told me he had
I think his ass is banned.
Judging.
Why don't you want David to judge?
Yo, get him. Get Mookie phone.
To judge.
Get Mookie phone. Get
I could infer that from the statement.
Wait, what did debated? JJK?
Yeah, JJK. Yeah. But I don't want you to judge either. No offense.
Tyrell said he can judge.
Chill.
Tyrell, you better judge live, nigga.
Yeah, I'd be fine with Tyrell's live judgment if he wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Wait, what are y'all debating, by the way? At Adventures?
Choso versus Teenage Ghetto.
Oh yeah, which Choso?
Which Choso?
Guess who C is taking?
We can do.